Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the ECU Pirates and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, as you know, Alabama coming off a terrific year last year, getting back into the college football playoff and getting to the second round. But this team has more to prove. They lost their quarterback, Ty Simpson, to the draft, but they still have one of the most dynamic wide receivers in the country. Ryan Coleman-Williams is looking for a little redemption after a low production year last year. The fans can't wait to see what this version of the Crimson Tide will look like this season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Keelan Russell. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got...
There's some room. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Using the quick game.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Throwing Russell. Gets it to the back. 7-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Alabama will get the 1st down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to run, it's Hill. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Russell, bringing the heat. Fires quickly. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now, 1st and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on 1st down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
Quarterback may change this route. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The option, the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Pirates moving quickly to the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive.
You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Keelan Russell unleashes one, and he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
So now it's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. He'll pull it down and run. He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Riley. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! On to attempt to try.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was Pater.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find...
Picked off. What a way to set him up. Oh, he would have loved to tack on the big return, but they've got it in the red zone at the 16.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They flipped into the field and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Russell on play action. Under fire. On the move and looking. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
And I think when you got a quarterback that's this fast, he knows I can get out of any situation. Kind of like Superman, but he got caught. He found the kryptonite. The rush got home. You got to keep chasing this kind of guy, and that is a huge loss for this offense.
From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. He's got him. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. On the run, it's Gray. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down. It'll be fourth. And the Pirates will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The give to the back. Here's a little room there. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. 8-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and short. Gets it out fast. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Alabama pushing the tempo. Sends it back in motion. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Running inside, it's Hill. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Wide open spaces. The 30. The 20. The inside. Touchdown, Pirates. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
19, East Carolina, 7.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Here comes that Alabama offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Well, they try to dial up the screen pass on 1st down, seeing if they can catch the defense rushing upfield. But they stayed home, they had their eyes on the football, and they create a negative play.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Throwing Russell. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hill. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. Scanning the field, it's Russell. He's got the back in the middle. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football.
Trying to get behind the defense. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Alabama quickly back to the line.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice.
Snags it, and there's running room. Inside the 10. Touchdown tie. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Holly, what update do you have for it?
Here on the Pirates sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Gray. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Chucked it away just as he was hit. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Stands in and takes the hit. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Rushes on him. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. You see this kicker not only needing to generate power, but lining it up from the left hash. A 59-yard try coming. On the way, and you betcha, a 59-yard field goal.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Checking in with the Pirates head coach. Coach is understandably frustrated right now. They brought this running back in for big-time performances like this, but he has struggled turning over the ball, trailing here in this game. They have got to get a more steady performance from their running back in this moment. See how he starts the second half, and I'll keep you posted down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Second down, he'll throw it. Got a man, it's Hamlin. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Pirates will hustle to the line. Keeps it himself. Maybe a crease. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The give on the counter. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that. Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They go play action with Russell. Hauls it in. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Hill. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Keep it on the ground. Fights off a defender. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Russell going deep, and it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
4th down, Russell. He's got his man. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. And we'll stop play right now. We have an injury timeout. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He might want another play. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Trying to run it in. Stop. Nothing. Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. They'll run it. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Yeah, I got nothing for you, RD. I mean, you start to run backwards. Maybe you think you can outrun everybody on the field and you're faster than everybody, but either way, that play went nowhere. Actually, it went somewhere. It went really far backwards.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Crosses to 30. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Makes the catch. It's Hamlin. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Breaks the tackle. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse as this defense is ready for this guy. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a 2nd look. So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Pirates will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Tight end now in motion. Wide receiver going in motion. Plows through the defense. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Breaks into the open. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Alabama quickly back to the line. To the ground. He's got it again. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Calls his own number. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the stomping has commenced.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the East Carolina offense out to start the drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Snagged out of the air. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. On target. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Hamlet. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He wants to go deep. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. The Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Red pass, it's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Gray. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Under fire. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out in the field because...
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, going to the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
He'll set up to throw. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. He's at the 40.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But I'll tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Rides to the back. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! And the punishment has been extended.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
From a couple of yards deep. And the ball is loose on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
And this kickoff coverage team, they just... to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll send the tight end in motion. Motion from the wideout. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on 3rd down? So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced them into 4th down.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
Looking to the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass.
East Carolina, 16.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pirates will get things started here on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute.